I'll get that for you so you guys don't have to listen to that anymore. I don't know why, I just love this music. Also, just a little funny thing that happened between recordings when I was recording some test footage in a new video format. This happened. Yeah. Only in recording. Actually, only when recording test footage and never in the actual playthrough that happens. This time, we're going to be going around Cianwood, visiting a few places, and also doing some gym battles and exploring some areas. I know that Jasmine sent us on a mission to get the medicine, and this is the correct location, but this is a new town, and there's also a lot more stuff to do. I personally feel that we should go help Amphi first before going and exploring. It wouldn't sit well with me just as a person just to do that. So we are going to be going back to Ampharos and giving it the secret potion, though there is one thing I want to do first, as it will make things a little faster and a little less painless for us. That is this gym. Pokemon Gym Leader Pokemon Gym Cianwood City Gym Leader Chuck. I read that horribly. His roaring fists do the talking. He is, as you might have been able to guess, a fighting type gym leader. You crossed the sea to get here? It must have been hard. It would be so much easier if your Pokemon knew how to fly. But you can't use fly without this city's gym badge. If you beat the gym leader here, come and see me. I have a nice gift for you. I wonder if that gift is the move you were just talking about. Yeah, she's the one who gives you fly, and that would be so helpful for a gym leader who is a fighting type and weak to fly. That would have been so helpful. That's one of the reasons I recommended bring a Pokemon that is a Pidgey or Hoo-Hoo evolutionary family, just because of that. Over here we have the return of these boulders that we can shatter with Rock Smash. You can grind up on some items over here, and there are some Pokemon to battle. First off, we have Krabby, which we've gone over before, but a new encounter is Shuckle. Behold defense in its purest form. This thing is absurd. Sorry, I just felt like I should pause myself for a second. Right, I forgot Uzine was here. Uzine, yo, Maxis! Wasn't that Suicune just now? I just caught a quick glimpse, but that was Suicune running on the waves. So it's Jesus. Suicune is beautiful and grand as it races through towns and roads at simply awesome speeds. It's wonderful. I want to see Suicune up close, so I've decided I will battle you as a trainer to earn Suicune's respect. Come on, Maxis, let's battle now! I mean, Suicune already left, so how would it watch us? Unless to watch from far, like Eagle Vision or something like that. Yes, we are fighting Mystery Man Uzine. This is a battle I kind of forget about, and it is actually skippable. He has a few Pokemon, and none of them are particularly challenging in my opinion, so I'm just going to continue with some of the Pokemon to go over. Back to Shuckle, this thing is pure defense, as I said. Its 230 base physical and special defense make it one of the, if not the tankiest Pokemon in existence. Not many attacks are going to do much to Shuckle unless they are set damage. That is Shuckle's Achilles heel, as it doesn't have the best HP. It's meant to absorb hits with its massive defense, so status conditions like Toxic or moves like Nightshade, Seismic Toss really do damage to Shuckle. At level 48, it will learn Power Trick, which, to quote Bandit Keith, swap attack points with defense points, a la Shield and Sword. This makes Shuckle go from complete wall to the glassiest cannon you have ever met. A base 230 physical attack, combined with Bug and Rock, which are predominantly physical attacking types, make this thing a pretty hard hitter if you can pull it off. I don't recommend it, as Shuckle's defense is going to be a base 20, and its speed is a base 5. If you can pull it off, it hits. Shuckle is the Pokemon that can hit the absolute hardest in the entire series. But to get that, it requires a bit of setup, and honestly, the conditions to actually pull it off don't really happen. It's fun to do. I've done it before, and it's ridiculous. Though I don't recommend going for it because it takes a lot of setup, but it is hilarious nonetheless. It also always is holding the berry juice or a berry while caught in the wild. Don't know which berry specifically, as I just can't remember which one it is, just because there's a lot of berries that Pokemon hold. And I remember Shuckles specifically held the berry juice. It's an item that only it holds that restores 20 HP. It's basically a potion, though doesn't do much else. There's really no other Pokemon around here that we can talk about yet, so I'm just going to go over one thing I forgot to mention and these rocks reminded me of. That is Skill Link on Shellder and Cloyster. If you want to get Icicle Spear, as I mentioned, you're going to need a Heart Scale. And wow, Uzine's switching out on us, and... Did you predict my move? Cheap. I don't remember him actually switching out in the past, but back to the Heart Scale. Heart Scales are gotten through using Rock Smash on these boulders, and you will want a Heart Scale for Cloyster. If you can't get one that if you can't get a Shellder that knows Icicle Spear naturally, your two options are hold on to the Shellder for the entire store until we get to the last town, where we get the Move Tutor, which can reteach it Icicle Spear, get lucky from just catching the wild with the Good Rod, or head to the daycare and breed a Shellder to learn Icicle Spear. Because it learns Icicle Spear at level 13, you catch them at level 20 with the Good Rod. So there's a chance it may not know Icicle Spear. Breeding for it is the more quick way, in my opinion, as you just have to go hatch an egg, train to level 13, and then you're good. Though the Heart Scale one I don't recommend. Oh, crud, that's not good. Yeah, that's what I mean when I said Electro doesn't have a good special attack. Of course, it kills me. That was a Thunder. The strongest electric move used by electric type with Stab. That didn't do a whole lot. That's one of the reasons I don't really recommend Electro do terribly much. But I'm getting sidetracked. Back to Shellder. I'd recommend not going out for heart scaling it at the end of the game, as by that point, the main use of it will have likely already passed. I'd recommend to just go hatching a Shellder with a Ditto, and teaching it Icicle Spear through level up naturally. It's going to be a lot easier, save you a lot of time, and after that you can maybe just get Ice Shard. I'd recommend both Ice Shard and Icicle Spear, despite them being the same type. Both have their different uses. After it gets Ice Shard, maybe teach it Clamp, and what the heck, why is this hitting so much? Oh, come on, it's not like it's raining in the game, so... There we go. You'll want both those two ice moves for two different purposes. One to outspeed KO something, the other for you against a physical attacker. Just use Icicle Spear to get off that great damage. Really great combo with Skill Link. It's kind of ridiculous that it's that good, but it makes sense with how low power Icicle Spear is. Clamp is a physical water-type move that it gets, and it's not exactly the most powerful move, but it is something, though Waterfall is a better physical water move on it. Second you evolve it, you can just teach it Surf, and it will do great special attack damage, and maybe teach it Waterfall later on. It's also a good gem user, kind of rambling on a bit because I don't have much to talk about. There's actually one item over here I want to get, as I'm pretty sure it's around here, and I don't think you need Rock Smash for it. I am wrong. Smash it? No. And I deposited that Pokemon. There's also a gift Pokemon in Cianwood City. Remember last time someone visited me, I was young, fit trying to church, ocean, a lot of effort, many things. Now, listen to the waves and the winds of this beach. This is a pretty relaxing town that I would like to go visit sometime. If it was real, of course. There is one person who has a Pokemon for us. This is the House of Cameron, the photographer. The guy who follows us around, that person who looks like the Pokemon fan, or I think the Pokemon fan sprite, who shares the same model as Cameron, this is his house. Little thing I actually haven't noticed until now, this little flag that Lanayru is standing in front of, it actually moves very subtly, well subtly if you're on a regular DS. If you're looking at it on a bigger screen, you can notice it, and it's a little detail that I like. You're not Cameron. Unless Cameron's also secretly a fisherman. You must be a sightseer. Why not take a picture here? There's a camera outside. I just put it there. You may come across my relatives here and there. Oh, so Cameron is not... It's Nurse Joy. Cameron isn't the guy's name. It's the family is Cameron. That's clever. Now, there's a house I'm looking for. I think it's this one? No, it's not this one. From Olivine, you remember the 4 islands along the way. Heard of mythical sea creatures hiding in there. Yes, we heard about that. Bad kids go there. Heard wolves, great islands are caused by the sea creature. You need a special move to get past them. I already explained that. I heard that you can only, if you have the Silver Wing, Jesus, you combo a bunch. That Silver Wing thing, however, is a bit of new information about it, as you probably could guess there's something in there just because they're whirlpools that are there perpetually, and that's not exactly a natural thing around secluded islands. I think this is you. Yes, this guy. I'm in shock. A guy about your age with piercing eyes and long hair came in. He scared me into giving him my prized Pokemon. But I have one left. What if he comes back? You look strong. Could you look after my Pokemon for a while? Party's full, of course. Why did they have to make that in the later games where you get the Pokemon from the person that's immediately sent to your box? That happens with Pokeballs. You don't have to switch out one of your Pokemon. That's stupid. I mean, why? I mean, that brings up the question: why doesn't the guy just put his Pokeball or his Pokemon in the PC? The individual he talked about suspiciously reminds me of our rival, though I wonder why he went this way instead. Why he came this way and left towards Route 39. It's kind of a weird thing. I think it's meant to be him. I don't know exactly. I think it could be him. We don't know exactly who it is, though. It's kind of implied as our rival. I want to go get that Pokemon for that kid because I want to help people. I believe if you do come back to him later, he will give you something in return. One left. If he comes back, he looks strong. Take the Pokemon. Yes, I already know. Thank you. Take care of it, please. Max has received a Pokemon. So, it's a Pokemon called a Pokemon. Nope, it's a Shuckle. This Shuckle is also always holding the berry juice. It's also, his nickname is Shucky. It's kind of hard to see the way I and L look. They almost look identical, so it's possible to miss and just think it's a regular Shuckle, but it is nicknamed Shucky. I'm going to deposit you in the Pokemon Center for safekeeping in case that kid comes back. I'm not personally going to go grind up for items on the Rock Smash Rocks. Jeez, I can't remember names. As there's a bit of exploring I want to do, and I also do want to get that HM Fly and go give Jasmine the medicine for Amphi so we can come explore here with a clear mind. This is also the last time we're going to be seeing Callian be widely used, as it's starting to fall behind a bit, and this is one of the big battles I wanted it for. Well, not big battles, but this group of battles is one thing I wanted it for. You're gonna notice this guy under a waterfall. He's so into training, he doesn't even seem to notice you. That is what you call intense. Well, we have some trainers here. Thankfully, there's not a whole lot of them, and I am just going to be talking about a few things here. The Rock Smash Rocks can give you some pretty good items. I've never discussed them at length, and I think this is a pretty good time to discuss them. As up until now, they've kind of been in side areas, or maybe there's been one rock to break every so often that was just in one area that we didn't need to go to. The items you can get are very helpful. The big one is the Heart Scale. This allows you to reach each Pokemon moves at the final city. And also there's some moves Pokemon can only learn by Heart Scale. They are fully evolved Pokemon that learn a move are programmed to be level 1. However, because you're not legitimately I forgot Hitmonchan got that. He has all the animal punches, of course. Well, this is not a good situation. Well, Nehru. Yeah, that is a nasty surprise. Alright, do I have any revives? I do not, of course. Well, this is only Pokemon. I will go cut back when I have healed up and beaten this battle. Okay, good. Also, on the way back, I felt this was somewhat obvious in the first time, but I'm going to just draw attention to it right now. There is no Pokemart in Cyanwood City. Instead, there is this medicine, this is the pharmacy where we got the secret potion from. Instead, sells healing items. You can't buy Pokeballs here, but you can buy Hyper Potions, which are very useful, full heals, and revives. I'd say don't go for the Hyper Potions right now, as back in Goldenrod City, which we are going to find a quicker way to get back to, so you don't have to walk everywhere, coming up right here because of HM Fly. Don't buy Hyper Potions because you have access to Lemonade, Soda Pop, and Fresh Waters. Back to what I was saying about Rock Smash items, a lot of them are very good. Heart Scales are of course the best one, and after that I would say the plate pieces, which are the shards. They say they are pieces of a larger plate. If you assemble them together, you don't get a plate out of it, unfortunately. I wish they would do that. But shards can be traded to that guy in Violet City, which will be a lot easier to do after we get Fly, so you don't have to backtrack everywhere. So you can easily grind up on them here, go return to the berry trader, get a bunch of very useful items, and I actually might go do that. I went over the ones in a previous video, but the other items that you can get from this are Revives, Star Pieces, and Max Ethers in Cianwood City. The items differ depending on what location you're in, though they tend to be constant with Shards, Max Ethers or Elixirs, and Revives. A few special areas have different ones, but that's the general fare. Star Pieces, of course, can be sold for a lot of money, and they are useful if you're short on cash, though I wouldn't recommend grinding just for money. The berries, in my opinion, are much more useful, and after you get them, you can just plant them in the berry pots and have an unlimited supply of them, as long as you don't accidentally use too many of them. Heart Scales, of course, are very good, though you're not going to find a use for them for a long time. The Max Ethers and Elixirs, however, I find the most useful, as you can get Lepa Berries from the Berry Trader, though I tend to notice going through them a lot faster than I tend to intake them. Some later areas of the game, you cannot heal to restore PP, and Max Ethers, Elixirs, and Lepa Berries become your best friend. The Pokemon, of course, I already went over with Krabby and Shuckle, so if you want to get another Shuckle for another Berry Juice, which I don't know why you would go for, you can. It's something interesting, though don't recommend using that as a grinding tactic. Well, I am out of things to say, so fast forwarding now. Yeah, I don't recommend going up the right side. One detail I like is how this guy, the water fountain, not the water fountain, the waterfall, you can hear it when you go under it. I like that little detail. A lot like how when you go by the water's edge, you can hear it. Words are useless. Let your fists do the talking. You seem to really subscribe to Chuck's philosophy. Also, a detail about Chuck, I'll mention that detail later, just fast forward. Meet you guys back where we fight the last person, because I always like to get all the gym trainers done, because after you beat the gym leader, you no longer have the chance to battle them for experience. See you guys at the end of this battle. Black Belt Yoshi. I thought Yoshi was supposed to be a dinosaur. Just noticed that. Alright, after you've beaten everyone, you will want to head up here and turn this little winch. Will you turn it? Yes. Max has turned the winch with pure might. There we go. Now we may finally talk to Chuck and battle him. I'm gonna go heal up. See you guys then. And of course, the winch somehow magically gets turned back to not being up when you leave the building. Who the heck turns it? Does one of those guys come over here and turn it after someone leaves? Alright, I decided for this battle because Chuck only has 2 Pokemon. He's, in my opinion, one of the easier gym leaders to go up against. I'm going to be using Callion and Lanayru for this fight. I wanted to use Megalon and Firestorm, but their chance in the sun is going to be coming up quite soon. What? It has nothing to do with Pokemon. It's true. And I missed some of those lines, of course. Chuck, as you might be able to guess from his, well, name and the fact that he's a martial artist type person, his English name is based on Chuck Norris. Though, this Chuck could probably stand to lose a few pounds from the total gym. He's gonna be, of course, double team. I mean, I'm not one of those people who, oh my gosh, you're using evasion hacks, you are noob. No. I kinda like evasion just because the idea of it and actually can do some strategies with it, but in a main story playthrough, it just irks me. Effective, alright. It's gonna go again. I forgot, I did not know it knew Rock Slide. Wow, that's... of course. Alright. And of course it's gonna hit or make me flinch. Well, good going. Sorry, Callian. I hope I have a revive, because I do not want this to be Callian's last battle, where it goes down in its last battle for a long time to a freaking primate. And I don't have any revives. Great. Sorry, Callian. You were great. Alright, Aerial Ace. This won't miss for Callian. It's actually kind of fitting and a bit sad with, like, the name that I have on Callian that... No, screw you. Screw you. Alright. I actually am a little afraid now, because I was hoping to just knock out his Pokemon with a few hits, and his Primate going fast, because I always remember him having a Machoke instead of a Primate. I don't know why. Alright. Alright, I hope Rock Slide doesn't hit or make me flinch next turn. Okay. This actually does scare me. His last Pokemon is pretty high level in comparison. Right. If I lose to Chuck, when he is, in my opinion, one of the easiest gym leaders in this game, oh crap. Okay, good. Though this next battle is not going to be a good one for me. In my opinion, Chuck is one of the easier gym leaders to beat, just because he has only 2 Pokemon, and they're pretty easily counterable with common available Pokemon. Glad Firestorm hit him. Poliwrath. That's the Pokemon I'm afraid of. Honestly, I'd rather just have Firestorm out here, because just try and get something set up on him. I'm gonna try and go for Smokescreen. You evasion hacks to my team, I'm gonna evasion hacks your team. Right, Body Slam, good. Alright, gonna switch out to Lanayru. Hope it's not using... Crap. Well, I am really hoping that Smokescreen makes you miss. Because it hits me with Focus Punch, this is... Well, this battle's over. Unless you get paralyzed. Okay, this battle might not be over. This is not good. I love how just sour this battle went. It was just, oh yeah, this is the easy gym leader, and then epic failure. Of course, gonna Focus Punch again, but yeah, we're gonna do nothing to him. I think Headbutt has 100% accuracy, so we shouldn't miss all the time. Unfortunately, I'm gonna have to use Flame Wheel or Flamethrower, which aren't gonna be doing much to him. Pull that flinched. Push him his Headbutt. Paraflinch. Okay, the Paraflinch hacks are working. The Paraflinch evasion hacks. Alright. This is gonna take a while. Pull that flinched. Does Focus Punch not lose PP if you don't get the move off? Alright, it has a berry. I don't get why they didn't give it a power herb. I mean, that would make so much more sense to have on a Pokemon that uses Focus Punch, but hey, I'm not complaining so long as things get easier for me. Flinched. No, not switch out. I don't know if he has another healing item. I think he might have 2. Oh, crap. I don't think I want to go for an Awakening, just because he's going to get Focus Punch off on me anyway. I might as well have just tried. Come on, be paralyzed. Oh, no, that's not good. Come on, Firestorm. 5 levels higher, stab. I love how this is the gym I'm having trouble with, when in most playthroughs, this is the gym I utterly mop the floor with. Alright. Honestly, I might just... I'm just gonna cut out this rest of the fight, because this is just gonna be a bit of a slog. I'm gonna lose anyway. See you guys with a rematch. Actually, after a few turns, it seems that Poliwrath hit itself in confusion. Alright, confused yourself again. 3 turns in a row of getting hurt by confusion. Am I actually going to beat this? Of course, Hyper Potion. Well, hope you have Water Absorb. That this was... Okay, yes, it is Water Absorb. It's useless. Alright. Okay, this is gonna be a slog. See you guys later. Sorry about that. Well, we lost. It took a bit less time than I expected, and in the meantime, I did look up Focus Punch. Apparently, no, they do not lose PP. So, I am going to just go straight for it, and try with Callion again with a little bit of a different strategy this time. Saving just in case we get into one of those positions again. Yes, I know my playtime is terrible. I did Voltorb Flip for 4.5 hours. If you've done Voltorb Flip, you know the struggle, and also I forgot to hit the stupid winch. Yeah. This is the gym that never gives me trouble, and why is... Oh yeah, the Let's Play curse, that's why. Whenever something is super hard, it's a cakewalk in this game. Case in point, Whitney, and whenever something is super easy otherwise, it's a absolute nightmare. Case in point, Chuck's fight. I swear I will not make fun of you needing to go use a total gym, Chuck. Alright, saving again. Again, we have played long. I have caught less than 1 Pokemon per hour. Alright. I have a little bit of a different strategy this time. Oh, the pounding waterfall on my head. Urgh. Why did you stop the waterfall from pouring on me? You just spoiled my training. I have to warn you that I am a strong trainer, training every day under this waterfall. What? It has nothing to do with Pokemon. It's true. That's true. Come on. We shall do battle. I guess it's kind of a blessing in disguise I lost, because I get to read his lines that I skipped over accidentally. Alright, we are challenged by Gym Leader Chuck for our rematch. Well, more like we challenged him for the rematch. Alright, so this time I know what you have, and I'm using Yawn. I hope Yawn does not miss. If it does, this is gonna suck. Of course. Oh, you son of a... Vital Spirit. Right. I forgot about... Alright, this... Alright. Megalon, you're in. Sorry. I'm really sorry, Callion. Alright. This is getting obnoxious, and... Normally, I'm not one for against evasion, but... This is obnoxious. You just an evasion boost into infinity. I'm just gonna kill you with frickin' Aerial Ace. So glad I kept this move. I kept this move for this fight because I was thinking, okay, I'll just use Heracross for this battle because I thought it would be higher level, but nope. Glad I kept it for a different reason. I did not remember it had... Right. What can that have happened last fight? Against Togekiss, at least. Against Togetic, at least. Alright. Gonna go for that healing item. Yep. Probably should have gone for Leer, but I didn't want to risk it. It's super effective. Aerial Ace again. Rock Slide. Yeah, because we are part bug, that is going to be dealing neutral damage to us. If it was used a fighting type move, because we are bug, we would resist it. Gonna go again for the healing? Nope. And we're gonna faint this time, because that's how life works. So we know we're not, because we have enough HP, unless it's critical. Or flinch. Alright, good. Knowing my luck, we could have either flinched or gotten critted right there. Great work, Megalon. At least Callion's last fight isn't it just getting utterly face-wrecked by a Primeape. Alright, switch out. I'm a bit more comfortable with Callion going up against Poliwrath. It doesn't have the best offensive stats, and while not Dynamic Punch, Focus Punch might hit pretty hard, I got Charm for that. Body Slam. Really? I'm going for... Interesting. I was expecting... Alright, not gonna get force in the mouth. Oh, you son of a... Tadpole! You used my own strategy against me! Oh, you suck. Oh, you really freaking suck. Alright. Tentacool! You go in, you absorb the Focus Punch, because I kind of want Callion to do something. Really sorry, Tentacool. Sorry, not sorry. Ow. Ow. Oddish, you're up. So I need to get a turn to revive. Well, not revive, just wake up Callion. Persian Berries, full heal. Persian Berry restores confusion. Became healthy. Surf. Did not know it. Did not know it could use Surf. Alright. Okay. Alright, Callion, you're up again. You better not freaking go for him. What the heck is this? What is this? Come on. This is annoying. I just want Callion to do well. Freaking thing, tadpole, frog, whatever the heck you are. Alright, Lanero, you're up. Static. Come on, please get static. Ooh, nice. Alright. Wake up again. One thing I really wanted to do is give Callion what was it? King's Rock. I wanted to give it that because in this generation, this is before they really nerfed it to... Before it would flinch of the King's Rock would stack with flinching attacks. Combine that with the fact that Serene Grace, Tokus' ability, I can't remember the name, boosts the odds of secondary effects going off. This stacks with both the King's Rock's effect and the effect that Extrasensory has, effectively resulting in an 80 base flinch chance. Yeah. I was about to say, oh, I'm gonna go for, just use Yawn on you, but you are already status, so I'm just gonna go for Extrasensory, hope for the flinch hacks to be good to me. I feel kind of bad. There we go, Paraflinch hacks. I feel a little bad about sacrificing both of my HM users for this, but, I mean, it's Callion's last fight, he's gotta go out with the grand hurrah. And there's the berry, wish we had Bug Bite on our team to just get rid of that, because that's annoying. Paralyzed, nice. Alright, tightened your focus. Too bad you break it. Gotta find how you break its focus by using a mind attack on it. Use Focus Punch. If I lost his focus, it couldn't move. No, not yet. You really should go to the Total Gym, that's why. That's what you should be doing in this fight. I remember Chuck in the anime where like his Machoke was using submission on him and they were like rolling and it was... I remember Chuck in the anime, he was kind of funny. His wife made a bit of a joke that he ate too much and worked out too little. I kind of like the character just because of the anime. And maybe the anime is why I kept remembering him having a Machoke, because he has a prime in this game. I remember his Pokemon was Poliwrath and didn't remember the other one. Alright, we have exhausted his healing items, and his Citrus Berry should be just one clean shot until we get him to down but no HP, and by one clean shot, I mean probably 2 more turns of Extrasensory. Alright, unless we can get a lucky critical. Come on, lucky critical. No, probably not gonna happen. And... sliver of HP. Part of me wants to use Metronome on this, but I don't want to risk it. I'm gonna use Charm first. Alright, so next turn, if it misses and it gets Focus Punch off on me. Alright, Body Slam, okay. Alright, yeah, that's gonna do nothing. Alright, let's go for the RNG hacks. Exit, okay. Wow. Wow. Alright. Alright, that's... Ooh, no, I'm not risking it. I'm not risking it. I mean, I want to get, like, Siege Flare or something like that again, where I got it against those Battle Sisters. Also, one thing that did come to my attention, you can get the item that the Battle Sisters give you without having to battle a third. You just have to go talk to her and walk up to her, she will give it to you. You don't actually have to battle her, though I would recommend battling her just for the experience. And with that, you have lost.